Now this is the 100 amp hour hybrid gel battery box. I've made a portable power system, and this is a 3000 watt, happens to be a modified sine inverter, and I do know that the pure sine inverter is the better one. This was my first choice when I didn't know much about, inverters or batteries or anything. Now I have lithium batteries, Battleborn particularly, and then now a new one that I purchased for about half the price of the Battleborn. And this is the Renogy 200 watt solar suitcase that really works great. It's waterproof. It has a charge controller that can charge any type of battery. I also have 20-foot extra cable so that I can locate the battery, the battery pack farther away from the solar panels to get the most, take the most advantage of the sun. Okay, well, that's the Renogy. And this is the Zugamo 100 amp hour lithium battery. There's two of them here. They have 200 amp hours together. And they are about half the price of the Battleborn, and they claim the same great, performance. The brain box is, the BMS is supposed to be really great. They have a 10-year warranty. They perform just as well as the Battleborn, which I have, the Battleborn over here. I have 200 amp hours of Battleborn. And these are separate systems. So you see, this is a 3000 watt inverter. That is a pure sine inverter. Okay. And, kind of new to this video photography, so forgive me for not being terribly professional. But here is the charge controller. This is the Renogy 40 amp MPPT charge controller, and it works great. That's my main system. I have 400 watts of solar on the roof, Renogy solar, and also I do have a backup. This is a lithium battery charger that I use when I'm hooked up to short power and I have to cover my my panels on the roof because it's an older rig. As much as I try, to protect the roof. So I have a heater, a little 400 watt heater, heating the battery box to keep it warm in these terribly cold temperatures, and I kind of monitor that. It's very nice and warm in here right now. So anyway, this is part of the system. Then I have another 3000 watt pure sine inverter, and I bought these on Amazon. They're really great. You can hardwire them as I did here. Whoops, as I did right here. You can see it's hardwired into the front. Plus, it has two outlets as well. And the hardwire is for I think it's 20 amps. And the other 15 or 25 amps and 15. But at any rate, hardwire can take a little more of a higher amperage without blowing. So I use that for like an oven or something that I have my convection oven I run that on. But anyway, so that 200 amp hour Battleborn back there runs off of one of these inverters. And then I have below here I have a 100 amp hour lithium Battleborn. It's my house battery that runs all the lights in the water pump, and also it also runs the refrigerator 24/7, and it never wears down. Just really great. So on board I actually have 4 systems, and so I can multitask. Yeah, it looks like your house, doesn't it? This is my kind of catch-all, but it's the battery box catch-all. And so that is how I keep my batteries warm in a very cold, 12 degrees today, keep them nice and warm. Because, you want to keep lithium warm. They don't like the cold. And this is my 54-quart refrigerator. And while it says 53 degrees Fahrenheit, it's actually not accurate for some reason. I open up my refrigerator and you can see we're at 34 degrees. It's a great little refrigerator. Keeps everything cold. It runs on DC power. So I'm able to run it directly off a battery, not using an inverter. Oh boy. And speaking of that, then I have hooked up to my same battery, this system here, which tells me that I have 13.4, a full charge, on my system right now, and I can run all kinds of appliances that run off of DC, such as my lights above, the lights that run along the ceiling. They all plug in right here to this little inverter here, and it's just a little 40-watt inverter, but it runs a lot of things. And then I have another smaller inverter that's 500-watt inverter that I could also use. So I just do a lot of different things to achieve what I want. Lucy's mantra is function before fashion. So while everything on board may not be the prettiest, we're very proud of Lucy in that she is our little home away from home. And you see a lot of electrical things here, and that's because all those inverters are hooked up to these things, and I plug in all my appliances, of which I have an ice maker, a coffee pot, a TV. I have, a nice new can opener and a coffee grinder. I have a toaster, and I use the New Wave induction cooktops. I have one that I main one and a backup one, and they work great. And then I have a convection oven that I can bake. Well, I just recently baked cookies. Okay, but you can bake, you can make toast, you can make all kinds of stuff. Pizza even fits in there if you cut it up. And it cooks very quickly because it has an induction, what do you call it, feature, all right? So anyway, this is life on board Lucy. Pretty simple, but comfortable, and it is our little home away from home. So, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I've done a lot of, as they call, upgrades, but they also, upgrade, I guess is the word, but some people, what is the word that they use for an upgrade when you find some little thing that helps along the way? I always think of the water bandit. What's a water bandit? It's a simple little thing that helps you to be able to hook up your freshwater hose just to a spigot that has bad threads. So just little things that help along the way. Anyway, for now, this is going to be the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm going to do an outside walk around and talk about Lucy's engine and everything, all that we have had done to Lucy mechanically, and that'll be in a future video. So for now, this is it. Have a great day. My name is Paul, and this is Life on Board Lucy. So until next time, God bless, and have a great day.